Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, we're live. Oh my God.
hey friends!
We didn't
We ain't get a countdown or nothing.
Wow.
Look at us.
You might want to fix that.
Technical
Welcome. It's a
difficulty.
Friday night.
It wouldn't be a show unless we had technical difficulties.
Wouldn't be.
It's part of our
You're
charm.
watching Hit List. We're here on Friday night. We were busy this Wednesday. You know, people were out of town. Summer's starting, so we got a nice medium length show for you tonight. First off, how is everyone doing? Brandy's back with us. Brandy's been gone.
Yay!
Hi guys. Hey everyone. Hey friends.
Brandy, how have you been?
I'm making it. I'm good. I'm blessed. I won't complain. Life's been good.
I know that's right. If we complained, it wouldn't matter anyway. So,
Not at all.
Michael, how are you?
I'm good. I've been very busy. Had a quick trip to Seattle to argue a case. Got a ruling from the bench in my client's favor, so you really can't ask for more than that. And now I'm here on a Friday night. Thank you. Yes.
That's what's up. Well, I'm glad to have you here with us. Tamar, how are you?
Hey everybody, it's so good to see y'all's beautiful faces. Life is good. I mean, I think allergies are whooping everybody's butt right now. I have really bad allergies, but I'm so happy to be here with the hit list. I'm ready to talk about some stuff because there's so much going on, and I miss you guys so much.
We missed you too, and there is a lot going on in the world. My girl Dina, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good.
Busy, moving, doing all of the things. Just always got something going on. Keeping up with life and my kids. And
you're moving?
No. I'm not moving.
Like on the move. Okay, got you.
Always moving, but just life and. Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
But I'm blessed.
Blessed and highly favored. Shaq, how are you?
I'm over here fighting for my life. Corporate America is playing in my face. If anybody watching this knows some good short-term disability lawyers, I'm fighting for my money. They not giving it to me. I will complain. I'm sick of this. All I got is kids here, hungry. They just eating. It's summer. There ain't no food left. I ain't got no money.
Well,
who gonna feed them? What we gonna do? Somebody help me. I am complaining. It's time to sell stuff. I'm ready to sell my other house. I'm ready to sell some vaginas. Something got to get sold.
Wow.
I thought that's what you were gonna say first, but
my God.
If the house go, I'll be all right. But otherwise,
my God.
Well, we will be.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
The world's oldest
going right for that. I don't know.
In the times we're living in.
Right. Life is life for everyone.
At this point, you can trade me a box of food. At this point, that's about the same price. Baby, that's the same price.
Yoinks!
The show's about to start. I see where we're about to go tonight. Natasha, how are you?
We're getting better. We beat this nasty stomach virus that is floating around that got my child. And of course, I had to get it, and I hung out with her for field day in the school.
Yes.
I'm too old for that. Okay, and hug a teacher, hug any of your education professionals, hug them. Okay.
Yeah.
Because they out here boots on the ground doing the real work. There would be none of us without the educators.
You're right about it.
There would be no lawyers. There would be no judges. There would be no nothings without the teachers, without the educators, without any of them. Hug them tight, okay? Because they out here doing the real work.
Most definitely.
That's all I gotta say. Yeah.
And we actually know a little bit about that, Natasha. You know.
We do. That's how we met.
So first off, I want to wish everyone, people who celebrate, it's Pride season. So happy Pride to you if you celebrate. If you don't celebrate, you might know somebody who does. June is Pride.
Why did I have an extra P? Come on now.
Sure.
What?
Happy Pride Month. Love is love. Celebrating love, diversity, and the beauty of being you. Before we get into the thing of the things, I've gotten a good number of people who are interested, but we're still looking for some co-hosts, some new blood for our next season. So if you are interested in talking politics and pop culture and fashion and all that jazz, kitchen table talk, give me an email or give me a DM and we can set aside some time to speak. You guys, last night, I don't know if Brandy might be the only one of you guys who know, but I am a huge Masters of the Universe fan, He-Man. And we had a influencer event at the AMC Theater that was awesome last night. Me and Hector went, and it was just a good time. They had merch. You guys, look at my cup. Isn't it so cool? And it lights up.
That's
Love
really
it.
cute.
You can't
How
see
much-
it.
I want a She-Ra cup.
How much you want for it?
Right.
We'll talk. But no, She-Ra, I won't ruin it for anybody. Is any of you going to see it?
Yeah, I'm going to see it. So don't say
Okay,
nothing.
then I won't say anything. But
Close
yeah,
your ears.
What'd you say?
Check, close your ears.
Oh, it didn't disappoint. It gave the inner 80s child everything I wanted. So it was a good time. But anyway, hold on, you guys. My computer's freezing. Let's just go in right in. Kathy Hilton is in the news. She was actually set to be the Grand Marshal of the WeHo Pride Parade. And, there's been calls for her to step down. And she since has stepped down. I guess her ties to Trump, people didn't feel that it was appropriate for her to be the Grand Marshal of the parade. And I don't agree with this. You know why I don't agree with it? Because I think sometimes us as a community, we just throw people away if they don't agree with what we agree with. I think they missed the chance, maybe an education component. You never know. Some people might be ignorant to the fact of, hold on, who's calling me? Marcus says he's backstage.
Marcus, oh my God.
I don't even see Marcus backstage. Go out and come back in.
Let's get it.
Okay. So she has since stepped down. TMZ caught her on the street and asked her a few questions. Let's watch this interview and we'll talk about it.
Can I ask how it feels after you got let go of the Pride Parade? How does it feel?
It's I've been involved with the community for a long time, and when people make some noise, what can you do? So, I made a statement, and
What do you say to the gay community that you love so much?
well, I've been supporting. I started, with Dr. Matilda Krim and Elizabeth Taylor in 1983. So, I've always been hosted GLAD at my home 3 different times with hundreds of people and attend all the events. And so I want them to have the best day, and they have my support. And what can I say?
Yeah, you think the backlash is unfair?
You know what? You don't want to be somewhere if it's going to, you know what I'm saying?
If you're not wanted?
Well, I think there are some people that do like me.
Yeah.
So Michael,
Wow.
what do we think about this whole situation?
What do I think? I think you should highlight Miss Pamela's comment on my shirt because I am wearing a Lion shirt tonight. Thank you, Miss Pamela, for clocking the fit. I appreciate it.
Okay.
But no, on this, listen, I think these days, the gays get caught up in identity politics, and it's really ridiculous to equate someone who maybe or maybe not supports Trump with being anti-gay. Believe it or not, there are a lot of homosexuals who voted for Trump and would do so 40 more times if he ran 40 more times. You got to look at her body of work. She has a history here of supporting the community even before it was popular to do so. And I'm no fan of cancel culture. So I think this was really stupid, to be honest with you.
Yeah, most definitely. I want to highlight Jennifer Tilley posted this on Instagram. She said, I stand with Kathy. Nobody works harder and more tirelessly to give back to the community than Kathy Hilton. She has repeatedly opened her home, her heart, and her pocketbook for the LGBT plus causes. I've attended GLAAD award parties at her house, her annual Children's Hospital event at the Abbey, and she has been a longtime supporter of Project Change. I can't read that. Project something. Kathy is an ally and an advocate. So a lot of people in the comments are saying, this is the wrong time. Maybe after his administration, she could have been, or before, but during this time when things are so just so volatile with the community and this administration, it's just not a good time. Shaq, what do you think about this?
I mean, I think that the person that they chose before they knew how she voted is the person they chose before they knew how she voted. It's this whole thing where people go, oh, well, you voted this way, so then you can't be one of us, is weird to me, because no political party owns any community. You don't own the Black community. You don't own the gay community. You don't own people. And people vote for their reasons. You have people who vote out of ignorance. They just don't know any better, and they just put something down. You have people who vote because they vote for their financial interests. You have people vote, for racial interests. We have all kind of reasons for why people vote the way they vote. I think what matters is whether or not she's shown support. And so all the things that led them to add her on were the things that they led them to add her on. You can't cherry pick, so then you find out, well, she voted this way and now you don't like her anymore. Well, she still did all the stuff that made you choose her in the first place.
Yeah.
So, and I'm beyond being mad at people finding out they're Trump supporters and now I don't want them anymore. I think that decision is a decision you make maybe in your bedroom and in your home and stuff. But when it just comes to general living, I'm not about to carry a pitchfork and attack anybody who votes different. As long as people leave me alone and stay out of my way, I'm good. That's kind of where I'm at on it, because you don't know. People are lying to you. You don't know how they're really voting anyway. And now that Trump has become this thing where we all hate him and blah blah blah. Now people just flat out lying. I think a lot of people we think don't support Trump, they do. So would you then take it all away if you found out how they voted? I think if you're gonna have a hard stance, then you just need to have it from jump. It needs to be there from the very beginning. And they clearly don't have a hard stance. It sounds like something they found out later. And so then I don't know. I think they probably did her a favor. You know what I mean? Because
yeah, I agree with all that. And
she's probably gonna do it for free,
right? With like what Michael said as well. The community has a tendency to cancel someone right away. Case in point, we're supposed to host Kalamazoo Pride a couple of years ago, our panel.
Yeah, look what happened with us.
We got canceled off of one person's opinion.
Wow. I'm not against people having I know people who are like, if you voted for Trump, you can't come over my house. And I'm fine with that. I think people get a right to have what the stance that they want to have. But what I'm saying is you need to have it from the beginning. If you had that if you were really digging that deep, you wouldn't have never even she would have never even made it on a poster. You know what I mean? So people get lazy, and then I think what happens is they hear backlash later or something, they backtrack, and in the end they just look sloppy. So again, I think they did her a favor. And one thing I really do want to highlight is she's a great example of how someone can really be in the community and be active, and people can tell you things she's done. But then you can also, disagree so heavily with her politics. And so, I think we're kind of entering in the era where we need to really see this Trump support thing for what it is. Kathy Hilton is rich. I think that we need to quit trying to make rich people have our values. Those people live different lives. They are in different tax brackets.
That's so
they're
true.
in different. Them people living different from us. I think
yeah, and
it's time to stop trying to make rich people relatable. You can't relate to nobody worth $100 million.
And the fact that, like, I don't know if Shaq or Michael said, one of you said about being vetted. If you know anything about the Hiltons and the Trumps, they've always been like this. Always. So someone did, it either was they must have got the blowback, they didn't want all that smoke, or at first they didn't care, they didn't think they'd get the blowback. I'm not sure what happened, but it looks very
Or
sloppy.
you put deserving people on posters. You know, if we actually ran our communities properly and we celebrated the people we need to celebrate, we wouldn't have these problems because we would celebrate the people we really should celebrate. Like those people at the PTA meeting who be passing out cookies and who don't ever miss a meeting. You don't never put people like that on posters. You always want to go grab some famous people, famous unrelatable people, and then get mad because those people are famous and unrelatable. And we should stop doing that.
Well, the famous people bring dollars too.
Okay, and that's what I mean. So we all have a community problem. We value all the wrong things, and that's why we keep getting caught up in stuff like this. And that's why rich people is still rich and doing them no matter what. So until people want to be better human beings, this is the crap that's gonna keep happening. And as you saw, that lady rolled her golf cart off to be the rich lady she is.
Natasha, what are your thoughts?
Michael and Shaq said it all.
All right, Brandy.
I'm with Shaq. She said it.
Tamar.
I don't care.
Are we kind of all in one consensus?
I'm gonna be real.
I agree with Tamar too.
At this point, I don't even really care who you vote for. It don't really matter because at the end of the day, whatever I say to you, you don't care. People don't care. I think you know,
still ain't got no gas.
knew. I mean, how did they not know she was a Trump supporter? She's a rich woman, a rich white woman. You know, she didn't vote for Kamala Harris. She's not going to. So y'all knew exactly who she voted for, and y'all wanted to make a statement. And at the end of the day, the statement was not made. The statement,
And she really don't even like black people.
she don't. Basically, you seen it on Real Housewives when she had that maid in her house, baby. But that's for another day.
Well, does it mean she doesn't like black people because she has a black maid?
Well, no, she do have black friends. I'm not gonna say that. Let me say,
Do she got black friends or do she got rich friends? Because I think we're finally at the point in society where we need to acknowledge that the divide, the class divide is real and it's officially on display.
Yeah.
We used to talk about class wars. We're there.
Okay. I guess I can agree with that.
I don't care how many times Jay-Z say still nigga. There's a difference between my nigga and Jay-Z nigga.
We not on the same level with Jay-Z.
Different still niggas.
We will never sit at the table with him and Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump at their dinner because that's their dinner and they are billionaires. So that's a whole another class. Like, you know, I think like it's gotten to the point where everybody has an opinion about why people voted for who and what was the purpose, when the purpose is very plain, but people are still trying to find like the underline of why did y'all do this to me? Why did this happen? So I think at this point, like Shaq said, people have voted for him that are not saying that they voted for him. So at this point, everybody voted for him.
Just saying, you got rich people and then you got everybody else.
Yeah,
I think it's time for us to separate them conversations.
Yeah.
All right. Let's continue our conversation about pride. There's a lot of parents upset. A lot of these cartoons and children's shows on their official Facebook pages and Instagram pages are bringing pride into the conversation. I just highlighted some comments because it's not all parents, but somebody said not right. Somebody said, can the kids read or write yet? Let's look at some of these comments. Grooming the kids, nice. I wish I had this when I was younger. Some people said it was beautiful. So what do we think? Should we let kids be kids or should we start including kids in this conversation of what pride is and what pride is for. Let's watch this clip and we'll come back. I gotta mute that. So this is an elementary school here in Chicago, and they had a pride parade at their elementary school, and there are a lot of people pissed off about it. So yeah, let's start with some of the co-hosts with kids. Dina, what is your take?
I'm conflicted with this. For me, I am never okay with systems taking my choices away.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have any issue with what anyone personally may do in their personal time or how they choose to live their life. And I teach my children to love everyone and be inclusive of everyone. However, how I introduce these topics to my children, I feel like I should have complete control over. And so my issue resides with the school system taking the choices away from the parents. I have a problem with that.
Okay, good one. Michael.
I'll take the other side of that one, I suppose. Listen, gays are here whether you like it or not. And is it a choice? What is this about exposing a child to something that's just normal course of living? Do we need to like introduce them to Asians and Black Americans and everyone separately? It's like this is reality. There are gays in the world. It's not really controversial to kind of highlight that they exist. And I think this is what progress looks like. Some of these children will likely turn out to be gay, and an event like this is really meaningful for them. It shows that they can still be loved and accepted and celebrated. Maybe there are elements to it where I could say, all right, there's a parent's choice of, it's maybe too much. We all know what drag queens do day to day, right? So maybe if there's like some type of a performance and the parents would be uncomfortable for that, maybe that. But kids like parades, kids like rainbows, they like colors, and gays, we out here, So what's the big deal? I don't get it.
Do you think this should be like something maybe a permission slip should go home with, or do you think it just should be let's have a parade and everyone in the school is going to be included?
Because
why
when
do
does
we need permission to
orientation-
expose children to a reality of daily life? There is nothing controversial or wrong about being gay. That's the part I don't like about this. The implication is that parents should have a choice when their children get introduced to it, but we're just out here living. You know what I mean? So what are you saying about me, right? You don't want your children to know me? Am I controversial? I don't like that part of it.
That's what I take from it. I'm with Michael on that. The more I hear about it, the more I'm like, I'm subjected to Halloween. I can't stand Halloween. But when I tell you, come the week of Halloween, I am side swapping pumpkins and people. Everything is pumpkin spice, and that's just not nice. You don't see me having a fit. I just cut my light off and I don't put no decorations in my yard. And then I take my son trick-or-treating in another neighborhood because he like that free candy. I don't overthink it. I don't see what the big deal is. Like we're here and we're queer. We exist. And I mean the problem with this, if we want to talk about pride, then I think we should talk about all of them. There are people who really, really hate Christmas. They don't believe in it, they not with it, they can't make sense of it.
And I think that's fair.
I mean, are we getting rid of
think
Christmas?
that's fair.
I think that if we accept it, I think there are things that exist and we either agree with it or we don't agree with it. And it costs nothing to mind our own business and or ignore it. So ignore it. Like I do for all holidays that I don't support. You see somebody give a kid a rainbow flag, it don't mean nothing. They like flags.
It's the level of expounding that happens with that, because for me, you know what I mean, sexual orientation is I don't care how you slice it, it can be controversial. So I guess it's how it's be. Are we presenting rainbows and butterflies to my kids? Cool, that's great. But are we actually talking about what it means? Are you now taking on the responsibility of explaining to my children what that means? Because that is a
Yeah.
choice that I feel like you should not have.
Yeah,
I
and
feel
people
like
I
get too.
feel
I
like
feel like people
I
talk
feel
too
like
much
that
during
ship has
holidays.
sailed.
Hold on. Go ahead. What'd you say, Brandy?
I feel like that ship has sailed. I feel like these kids have been overexposed for at least the last decade, sexually overexposed. The internet, nothing's private, nothing's secret. Kids know everything we know. They have tablets.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but she was on it with that one because she wasn't lying.
I agree with what you're saying, Gina, but I also agree with Michael in a way that this is just the reality of life now. This is just what it is in 2026.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in my opinion.
I think
Like
we
I
all
said, I
should
feel like
explain
kids
less to
throughout the years have
kids.
been overexposed in a lot of things. So a lot of topics. So
I agree
Let's
100%.
talk less and just pass out rainbows. On Cinco de Mayo, let's just pass out tacos. On Christmas, let's just pass out presents, and everybody shut up about why they do it.
Let me
That's
talk to
what we ought to
someone
be
else with
doing.
the child. Natasha, what are your thoughts?
So I wanted to get back to the parade. So the parade is kind of where I'm just like, did it take all of that? Because personally, as a parent, my approach to explaining it to my child, explaining anything different, but LGBTQ especially, is some people are in a relationship, it's not a big deal. So
Mm-hmm.
just like me and your dad are married, some people, two men are married, some people, two women are married. I explain it to her as if it's not a big deal, because it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because that's how I want her to walk through life, as if it's not a big deal, because it is not a big deal. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
Girls, let's not get to each other and get married.
And so it's just that. It's just a matter of fact. Like, these two women, they're married. Yep. Okay. So what do you want for dinner? And so I feel like because I'm like, okay, did a big parade have to happen? And would we see all of that for like Juneteenth, Black History? So that I had to go back. Okay, so we're not in school for Juneteenth. Black History, I do see a lot of schools going all out. I do. So is the same school that would do all of this for Pride, are we doing all of this energy for Black History Month or Mexican History Month, Women's History Month, all of that stuff? Are we putting the same energy into all of the other things? Because if this is just what y'all do, then that's just what y'all do. And I can rock with that. But if Pride is going to become an isolated thing where the other stuff is just kind of put to the wayside, but we're going to make a big deal out of Pride, I'm a side eye that, because why? And that's just going to be that's going to give me reason to give pause.
Can I
So
ask a question?
that's
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish. And then
no, go ahead.
In the comment section, I even saw some gay people saying, let's celebrate gay. Let's celebrate and tell them why we're celebrating. But then when it comes to the transgender part, how do you present that to a first grader? Like, it's easier to say,
different.
okay, these two men are married, than to say, okay, now this man was born, this individual was born a man, and now they're a woman. That's a little bit more complex.
Yeah, I'm thinking about my 6-year-old and how that would be very confusing to her.
Mm-hmm.
I think very confusing to her. She would, and not that she hasn't even seen it.
Well, actually, you just brought up a whole new problem, because we have a problem overall with LGBTQ being an umbrella for
That should
any
be
and
taught in
every
school.
damn thing on earth. Everything that you other has now been merged into LGBTQ.
When it's
and we need to unmerge it.
separate things. It's
They're
it's
separate
two
things.
separate things.
They're very separate
But
things.
that's a whole different thing to
That's
untable
right.
that.
That's a whole nother conversation.
So,
And
but
is that
again,
something that would be taught in school?
that
Because
is
a lot of
something
people
that I
are
would like.
It would be
unfamiliar
nice
with
if it
all them
wasn't.
alphabet.
So
Some
everybody's
people
talking
don't
at
believe
once.
in all them alphabet, so they wouldn't be able to teach it to them properly at home. Is that something they would have to like make a part of the curriculum?
I mean, because with Christmas, Jesus is not a part of the curriculum. It's definitely Santa Claus. So,
Yeah.
I mean, like, let's just be clear on that. While we're celebrating Christmas in public school, we're not celebrating Jesus. We're celebrating Santa. Okay. So it is very, very smoothed over, very, generic, run of the mill. We don't get into, Christianity and Hanukkah and all of the things, Kwanzaa. We don't get into that. It's very, very run of the
So
mill.
you mean just
we'll
keep
get into
pride as
Hanukkah and
pride, don't
Kwanzaa.
break it down?
Yeah, but it's
Some
not
schools
Okay,
do.
okay. I think we're missing the point. I think the point was that there was a parade for Pride. I didn't see a parade for trans people. That's a whole nother conversation.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, you
Yeah.
did.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say. First off, the reason why we have gay pride is because a trans woman threw a rock at Stonewall.
Sure.
Without that trans woman, we would not even be able to celebrate Pride because that is the first monumental moment of why we actually have the rights that we do today. Somebody had to do something for us to exist. I think I agree with both sides. I think, yeah, a conversation needs to be had with parents that don't have LGBTQ plus kids to give them an opportunity to understand what this means. And to be taught, because a lot of parents don't understand. They just see all this rainbow stuff and they have not ever been in a room with LGBTQ plus people. So they really don't even understand the dynamics of everything. That's where the first part is, and that's why there's so much controversy in the comments. For me, as a gay man, when I was growing up, we didn't have this. I think it's just so open now that, like Brandy said, it's so much going on that everybody's is shown everything. So I wouldn't be surprised if all these kids did not even know what was going on. They know more than we think they know.
Yeah.
So it's like two sides to it. Like, I agree with everything. I just think, like, when you are taking away the rights of a parent to be able to teach their kids the way that they feel like they should teach their kids, then there is the issue that lies. Also, when you have people that are not willing to allow people to be who they are, then there is another issue. But I think what this whole thing is, what I'm seeing, these kids look so happy. Nobody's thinking about what you got between your legs. They see rainbows. But I understand what Dina's saying. I understand she's saying, like, give me an opportunity to tell my kids. Don't take that right from me. I also understand what Michael's saying. Michael's saying, like, this is normal. This is the new normal. Being gay, I think this administration have really pushed this topic so much that it is on the tips of everybody's tongue. So anytime something happens like this, it automatically goes to trans. That's the conversation I hear all the time. Like, it automatically goes to trans. So I think there can be, like, I feel like, I don't think it should be in the curriculum. I think they're just, if any situations like this, there should be a conversation with parents saying, like, hey, send out a newsletter. We're going to do this for Pride. And we are wanting you guys to come out, support. The kids are really excited about it. I think there should just be conversation, because I think in all these situations that we're having with gay rights and stuff, there is just no conversation being had between nobody. So then you just have everybody attacking everybody. So I just think,
or that letter, Tamar, could give them a chance to hold their kids home so they don't have to explain that to them, or they can choose when they want to explain that to them.
And then what you're going to have now, and then what you have is there's going to be all this uproar. This school had a pride event and didn't tell the parents. They didn't do any of that. And you have all these lawsuits. So I just think like Michael said, this shit is here. It's not going nowhere. We're not going nowhere. We're here. We're not leaving. But also parents have the right to know what's going on with their kids, because some parents are just so not in touch with gay rights. They don't support it. They, and most of the times, a lot of parents don't know what's going on at schools. So, that's just where I'm at right
I think
now.
it's interesting how we all turn into teachers when it comes to the gay people. Because let me tell you what most parents are not actually interested in doing. Teaching their kids a damn thing. We love sending our kids to school. We're not teachers. We are tired. We are sleepy. We are overworked. We are overwhelmed. We're not getting our disability checks.
But
we're not doing all that teaching.
You can't put all the
you can
parents
talk about
on.
gay people.
You can't put all the parents on the same playing field. Some people
No.
got that.
Yeah,
Listen,
because
if
that
you a super
7-year-old.
teacher,
No, that 7-year-old upstairs forces me to teach her about everything. She has
you
questions about everything. She
and I'm not saying
has
that we're not teaching our
no,
children.
no. I know what you're saying, but see, this is the thing. Like my child, I could have these kind of talks with my child. Like my child has, we have been having a lot of in-depth discussions about death. Like you guys know that my father recently passed away, but she's had several close deaths around her. So we have very in-depth conversations about death. We have a lot of in-depth conversations about a lot of things. She's very, very, very inquisitive. And she does not leave me alone until she gets answers that she wants. So
Maybe
I have no choice. I have no choice but to give her a real answer.
Okay, maybe I spoke too loosely. We are out here teaching. We don't have a choice. What I'm saying though is that these are not the conversations that you hear when people get to talking about calculus. What I'm saying is everybody wants to start having these conversations about nobody teaching their kids and this, that, other. It's always about this gay thing, and I'm noticing it feels less like teaching and more like homophobia to me, because like I said, that energy should be everywhere. That energy needs to be on every subject. It needs to be on every holiday. It needs to be on every change that comes. It needs to be every time an administrative task happens at school. And what I'm saying is that this fervor, this, oh, you're not going to teach my child stuff happens surrounding queer people, right? And then all of a sudden you can't teach my kids something, I don't want to teach it. But they're not storming the gates when these teachers need supplies, and that's not always happening. You know what I'm saying? So like I just everybody's a professor when it comes to us, and I just find it rather annoying, because why are so many kids in these public schools then, since all y'all teaching so much, since all y'all such heavy teachers? Teach your own kids.
I know in elementary school, I don't know, I went to a private school, so I don't know if it was like this in public, but we had to have sex ed, we had to have permission slips signed.
Yeah, we still got stuff like that.
So I don't think it is just gays, the gay issue. I think it should be anything.
It's real strong about us, and I don't like it. I want you need to treat me the way you treat Cinco de Mayo. If Johnny can't bring in no tacos, I get it. Then we ain't gonna give him no flags. But don't you come over here. Okay, but me.
One thing I can say about kids, and I'm gonna leave this. They don't see nothing but love. Like kids are so innocent. They just there to have fun. They like, okay, y'all, we about to be out of class. We about to walk in this parade. They see love. That's all they see. But then I think it becomes an issue when you have so many people making it more than what it is. But I do agree that parents should understand what it is, and maybe people need to be taught so we won't have these problems. So gay people can just be gay and live their best life.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on.
Exposed. They see everything anyway. They don't care. We the ones tripping on it.
We have all Pride Month to discuss this, so let's move on.
My son just want fruit snacks.
So graduations are becoming a lot more ratchet. I don't know what's going on. 25 years ago when I graduated, you just didn't see or hear all of this. Here in Chicago, there's a big controversy right now about this young lady who dropped down into the splits and went into a twerk. And after she went to go get her diploma, the principal withheld it. Let's watch this video and then we'll come back.
Viral videos from graduations just like this. Locally here at home, there's a split decision on if this move went way too far.
Well, too much. That's too much. See how long the dress and everything is? She covered.
Meet Tyvion Campbell.
I will be attending Georgia State University this fall.
She says she'd been telling friends, family, and even classmates for weeks that for graduation at Chicago Tech Academy High School, her exit was going to be memorable.
Yes, I gave many warnings. I told my friends, family, and I told my peers, my teachers, I said I'm going to do a split on stage, but no one took me serious. And when I did it, everyone was shocked.
She followed through. After walking across the stage at the Harold Washington Cultural Center, Campbell waved to the crowd, dropped it into a split with a dance move, popped back up to accept her diploma, except it never came. It's the time of...
I just cannot.
I back up and I tried to reach for my diploma and I didn't get it. And I was confused at first. I thought they mixed up my name.
Video of the moment shows Campbell looking back towards school officials as the audience cheered.
The principal telling her now, don't give her nothing. She looked around her, don't give her nothing. Don't give her the diploma. No, she didn't hand it to her.
The reaction from the crowd was loud. Campbell says the only person who took issue with the celebration were school leaders.
My principal, Ms. Shackelford, she told me I need to think of a way to make up for what I've done. And this was supposed to be a celebratory moment, and I made it about myself.
The 18-year-old says she was escorted out of the ceremony and still has not received her diploma. She also says she never saw any written rule prohibiting dances or celebrations during the commencement.
We did receive rules, but the rules had nothing to do with what you did a pretty can and cannot do while you walk across the stage.
For the new graduate, the biggest disappointment isn't the online attention. It's the feeling like a milestone moment was taken away.
It was disappointing. It really hurt my feelings. I cried and I couldn't even continue the graduation.
Despite the controversy, Campbell is looking ahead. She graduated with a 3.5 GPA and plans to study business administration. As for the split that started it all,
They're just going to have her standing there looking crazy.
she has no regrets.
I hope everyone stay true to themselves and never change for anybody.
I did get a chance to talk to the principal of Chicago Tech Academy and was told to email for a statement. So far, we haven't heard back. Tia Ewing, Fox Chicago.
So to me, it seems like these days with these team takeovers and all this stuff, parents are being a lot more complicit in this ratchet, crazy ass behavior. I don't get it. Like, where are
trying to go viral?
That girl act like she was not in the wrong at all. Like she says, I was robbed of my moment. Well, you robbed everyone else of their moment. They might not want to see that ghetto ass ignorant shit. Brandy, what do you think about that? I mean,
bitch, you know what? I'm sick of these hoes. Oh, my bad.
Brandy, what's your thoughts?
I'm kind of on the fence about it. Like, I can see how people would look at it and be like, that's ignorant, that's ghetto, that's ratchet, whatever. But I can also see how she want to celebrate how she want to celebrate. And I don't feel like she robbed nobody of their moment. It's not her fault that they don't turn up the same way she do. If y'all want to get up and split, get up and split. You can't be mad at her because she did what she wanted to do, celebrating her moment. I don't feel like she robbed nobody of nothing. I feel like the principal's a hater, and I feel like give that girl her diploma. What are you doing? She went to school. She kept her grades up. She got into the college. She just said she's getting ready to go to Georgia Tech or wherever. So I think that was something to celebrate.
Ashleigh,
let me celebrate like I celebrate.
Ashleigh, are you frozen?
Frozen? I just feel like I feel like I'm in a Twilight Zone or something. Like, whatever happened to just walking across the stage and getting your diploma? Like, why do we have to break out in
every once? But you gotta admit, every once in a while, somebody would do something that was wild or unexpected, or okay, so that was her moment. So what? Everybody ain't got up and broke dance across the stage. One person did their little thing. So what? It wasn't a riot. Wasn't no fighting.
I
People
mean,
were actually
the
clapping for her,
fact
giving her her fucking diploma.
rioting and fighting is the level.
Michael, what are your thoughts on this?
You're not gonna like me for this. I agree with Brandy. Listen, it is not to my taste level, and if I was a parent, I would probably be, a little bit mortified if that was my child. But I don't really police how people celebrate their joy, and it seemed to me like she was really proud of herself for graduating, and she's going on to a future that she worked hard for. And let her hit the splits with a little bounce at the end, right?
The split. That split didn't hurt nobody.
I think she look a hot mess, but if she like it, I love it.
In our opinion, I agree too. I thought that was actually a raggedy split. But
these kids are different. They don't even dress up no more, Ashley. Why you think they gonna act right at graduations? They don't dress up. They go to job interviews and t-shirts. They this is another time. Dina? And the time of decorum has kind of passed. And it is what it is.
Now that's really to me where it lands. The time of decorum has pretty much passed. Yeah. So I think that there's a lot to unpack here. And we mourn that here. Because one, I feel like when she said she was gonna do it, didn't nobody else take her seriously, her parents knew. Her parents knew. You know your child. You know the limits and lines your child will go to. And so if my child had said that to me, it would have been a complete and emphatic, you bet not.
Yeah, most definitely.
And I would have snatched my child right there, like, play if you want to, but you go home with me. So you know what I mean? They're, she was given she got authority in her mind to be able to do it from another adult. So let's understand that now. That another adult sanctioned that foolishness. I don't care what y'all say. Another adult sanctioned
that was her mom, I think, doing the street interview.
Another adult said it was okay. Another adult thought it was cute. It wasn't cute, but another adult thought it was cute. And so there we are. Now, I also feel like let's take into account that this young lady seems to have been a cheerleader. Let's take into account that she had a 3.5 grade point average. Is it worth the extent that they have gone to now to punish her? Now, this was completely ridiculous. The decorum gone. It was ghetto. It was ratchet.
It was a mess.
It was absolutely out of line. But you know what I mean? At this point, she did it. You know what I mean? Should there have been some sort of conversation with her and her parents afterwards? Yes, but to continue this punishment going forward, I think is ridiculous. The girl got good grades. You know what I mean? Give her diploma and let her go on about her business.
Y'all, it ain't against the law.
And make your rules very clear going forward for how you are to conduct yourself at graduation. But please know that an adult, a grown person, sanctioned that foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not against the law to be distasteful. It's no different than how some people don't mind wearing their bonnets and some people are.
She should have had a damn bonnet on. She should have wore her.
Well, don't punish her. Punish her mom and her daddy. Punish them.
We disagree. Don't punish her. Stop kids from graduating. People, listen. This is why I'm against. Listen, when people do crazy stuff, they face their consequences later in life. Foolishness catches up to everybody. But I don't think that that's the type of thing that stops us from graduating. And I think that even if you lay out those rules, there may always be a kid or something that's just going to get a little overexcited and going to do something silly. I mean,
they're going to try it because people like attention. So they're going to try it.
And this is the attention culture.
She's doing her thing. She didn't graduate.
This is their culture.
This is their culture. Going viral. She got her viral moment.
But if you make part of their culture from the gate that distasteful behavior, things of that nature, will have us withhold your diploma for a period of time, maybe they will think twice.
Yeah, but times have changed, y'all. It's no different than how you didn't have a public diary, and now everybody tells their business on the internet.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
my brother, you don't want to hear it. You say you don't want to hear it.
times have not changed. It's just parents are being lazy. That's what it is.
And then also, it to me, like, she's a young woman doing all that. What if, I mean, you just don't know who is in the audience watching you. Like, it's just so disgusting.
Yes.
And for her parents to let her get, I mean, granted, you listen, I don't care. Like, you can do what you want to do, but I think it's good if they took her diploma from her. I'm just gonna be real, because you shouldn't be your ass up on stage doing all that. I'm sorry. You up on here doing the splits like you.
If you meet the requirements for graduation,
I already
you at the strip.
it.
It's like, but that's the thing. It's like,
I already earned
even
it.
though they don't have anything set in stone, you are intelligent. You should know, if you're trying to become a successful Black woman, this is going to be shown, and they are going, you can't take this away from your career.
Absolutely.
So this is going to stop you. People understand, like, everything you do has consequences. What she just did has probably prevented her from moving forward successfully. Now, I just don't think that I'm going to get on stage and do a split. I'm sorry, I can't even do the fucking split. It was cute to me, but I can't do it. I'm not going to do it, because I already know my mama has taught me presentation is key. What you do is what people see. And it's not saying you need to be perfect.
That ain't what her mama taught her.
But
Exactly.
her mama, Lord, her
Y'all
mama
just went on a whole rant
she
about how we
sound
need to
very,
be able to teach our kids.
she
what
just
we
don't
want.
sound intelligent. It's like, you're raising a Black, beautiful woman, and your daughter should have been, your daughter should have done different. Like, I'm just, it's already hard for Black women.
It was horrible.
So
Teach our
do
kids what we
different.
want.
All right. Well, we could argue till the cows come home, but
Ashley is appalled.
yeah, I
Well,
am.
actually, let's be clear. I don't care how much we just argue. We all do agree she look a mess.
A mess.
I thought it was inappropriate, and the whole thing was a fool.
Yeah, bless
However,
her heart.
But see, the thing is, she
However,
only made herself look a fool, and that's the thing. And I
And her
think that's
parents too. Her parents were a fool.
well, and her parents supporting it, so
And that's what I'm
they
saying. Like,
they
y'all
look
look
a
all
fool,
look a
and
fool.
they look foolish with her.
Yeah.
So it's more of a reflection on them than it is on the school or anybody else. So I mean, this is the thing. She gets to walk whatever consequences go with it. Am I a fan of it? No. Did she harm anybody? No. But there's consequences for things. So if consequences do happen as a result of it, she has to accept it. She has to eat it, because there's consequences for different actions. But
I agree.
I mean,
I agree with Miss Pam.
listen, she's the only person that she affected with this.
I'm with Miss Pam though. They really should save stuff for the open houses. What they do at the open house now?
Or
They
save
put
it for
everything in
those
graduation.
ghetto ass send offs they do at prom. Do it there. Don't do it in front of
And
everyone.
then she ain't gonna do it in her dress. That not the $2,000
She had on,
dress.
but she had on a dress. She had on a dress.
But not the expensive prom dress. She ain't gonna do it in that.
Okay, let's move on, you guys. This story is really well.
Shaq is tickled.
I don't know if you guys know Karamo Brown. He was part of the cast of the second generation of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. They did a reunion at the end of their last season, and he didn't show up because there was said he was being treated differently. There was some stuff being said about him that someone said on a hot mic, and his mom had heard it. So he didn't show up to the reunion or the finale. But a lot of people thought he was just being a crybaby. Well, now it's come out. He did an interview with People Magazine yesterday. It's come out that there was some evidence of him being treated differently than all the other cast members. This story in particular rubbed me the wrong way, and I want to see what you guys think about it.
Like, you have to drive. I said, fine. We're driving. We're shooting as regular. And then all of a sudden, we get stopped by a police officer.
No. We're getting pulled over.
And you can see, because it made the episode, real fear in my face and my castmate's face, because none of us know what was going on. And at that moment, I realized I don't have my license. I'm in the South. I am a Black man, and I do not feel safe right now. And the cop came up, went along with it, was aggressive, and we were scared, told me to get out the car.
You mind stepping out of the vehicle for me?
No, you're not.
Why? Because I asked you to.
You can see us. It was not acting. We were all terrified because we are part of a community that has been harassed and beaten by the police. So none of us are like, we have someone who identifies as non-binary. We have someone from two people from different countries. We have a black man in the seat. None of us felt safe. And then to come to find out that the person who pulled us over was part of the show and was one of our heroes.
You're shooting a show, you said?
Yeah, it's called Queer Eye.
What kind of show is this?
We make over straight guys.
Make over straight guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Is his name Corey? Because I'm his nominator.
And immediately it clicked on me. Oh, so you wanted a black man to drive so that you can get the response of a black man being terrified, being pulled over by a cop.
Mm-hmm. Has reality TV gone too far at this point?
Yep.
Did they think about it?
I
You know, a lot of white folks really don't think about the lived experience.
We don't necessarily know that they were white either, Shaq. We don't know
Right.
who the producers were.
Right.
Yeah, but I think women, hold on, it's still wrong if they're indifferent. I don't say that to excuse them. I'm saying indifference is also a form of abuse in this country. Being indifferent to our lived experiences and putting us through stuff that is insane for clicks because you just didn't think about it. Also abuse. Either way.
Yeah.
So the question is, has reality TV gone too far when you start playing on people's traumas, like real life traumas? It's not, oh, he was scared. No, that's real life. People are dying. Black men are dying because of stuff that happened.
Yeah. I think it is going too far. And when you have a black individual on an all-white cast, and on top of that, gay, there is going to be some havoc towards that black person. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I used to watch this show and I saw that episode, and that is one of the things that made me stop watching the episode, because I felt that it was intentional. Why would y'all put him in the driver's seat? Out of all people, you got a person from over here from another country, you got this non-binary person that look, you know, it's just like, for me, it was a targeting moment. And for me, I want to say this. He's a black gay man that became very successful outside the show. There is a sense of jealousy. You can tell. With everything he went through, even going back to the last season and them saying what they said on the mic, did not think his mom heard it. Y'all were jealous because he became very successful. He didn't need y'all to have a successful daytime show. He had a show on TV that's still currently on TV that's successful. People watch his show. He has a name now. He doesn't have a name stuck with that show. And so I think it just became one of those things where, you know, as a black gay man myself, when you're in these spaces, because I'm in these spaces a lot, you need to be very aware and know who you are, because people will try to play on that a lot. And so that's, yeah.
Michael, what do you think?
I think I find him to be dramatic and disingenuous overall. And he tries to be a victim in situations pretty frequently. Why is he acting like he is a run-of-the-mill black man, you know, subjected to this regularly? He rubs me the wrong way. And I feel like he's having this outrage now for clout, clicks, views, whatever. I don't buy it.
And I'm going to agree with Michael.
Hold on, Tamar. You don't agree that scene was authentic? And what happened, what he said happened?
What I think is he knew what he signed up for when he signed up for reality TV. And they pull stunts like this on all people who sign up for reality TV. And so now, years later, to act as if you're the only person in history to have been subjected to a stupid stunt that your producers pulled on you, it's like, come on, cry me a river. You're rich. You're doing fine. Get over it.
It looks close to me.
I do think Michael makes a good point about reality TV.
You guys, we have got to stop talking at the same time. We have to.
It looks staged to me.
Natasha, go ahead.
I think we have enough evidence in history with reality TV that if there are one or two black people on a majority white cast, that there is always going to be some instance of racism, microaggression, prejudice somewhere. Always. I, I really can't give you a show where we probably have not seen it. Even right now, I don't know if any of y'all watch Summer House. That whole thing with Wes, Sierra, and Amanda, and all of that, and the nuances with the interracial relationship and everything that goes into all of that. So I think that Karamo may have some validity to his thoughts about production setting him up to be the driver, other than anybody else on that cast to be the driver, so that it could be even more shocking, or him having a more shocking and bigger response to being pulled over versus anybody else in that car. Because it wouldn't have meant anything if the he said one of I'm not familiar with that cast. I watched the first iteration of Queer Eye. I'm not too familiar with this cast. But I think that there's some validity to what he said. I think if we look at any other reality TV show that has the same type of racial makeup, we would get the same thing. So
he mad. He said, y'all treat me like I'm on Zeus.
I mean, everything. His mama heard I still want to know what his mama heard, and I still can't believe
tell him.
She ain't set that set on fire.
Yeah,
because you can't say too much about my baby.
I'm sorry, Shaq. Go ahead. What'd you say, Shaq?
I said, it sounds like he hosts his reality show to a higher standard. You know, apparently there's levels to these standards. There's Zeus level, and then there's Bravo level, and then and so I guess he felt like they treated him like low level reality TV instead of high class reality TV. I mean, because the thing is reality TV is reality TV. It is what it is, and it's been around long enough now for us to know that they're going to set stuff up and they're going to manipulate and they're going to do what they're going to do. And now we're at a time where we miss the old stuff because they used to do it so much more grimier now. And so I said that to say that he.
But you know what, Shaq? Out of all of that, you would think the climate that we're in, producers wouldn't play with something so serious.
Yeah.
But I think that's even more reason that they would play with something.
I don't know
that serious.
Right. You sign up for it. You know what you're signing up for. Like, for him to sit and say on this camera, like he's like any other black man in the South that gets pulled over, that's a lie. Because the cameras were on, you're filming a show while this is happening. It is not the same thing. You knew what you were signing up for. Come on, don't act as if you have the same fear that you would as if you're just a black man driving in the South and a cop demands those things of you. It's not the same. And that's the problem I have with it. Yeah, he can walk the plank because this is like he's trying to get attention and be relatable for a horrific situation that a lot of people face. And what I'm saying is what he faced and the actual reality of being pulled over in the South while you're black or whatever, not the same thing.
His was a reality show version.
Right.
I told you he held to a higher standard.
Let's move on. Coming out of the South, this story as well happened in Georgia, and I just hold on. Let me get my notes because this is a good one. There was, I want to get her name correct. Okay. 55-year-old Atlanta Police Deputy Chief Kelly Collier has been identified as a high-ranking official having a steamy affair with the married federal judge Eleanor Ross. These are their photos. They were having relations in her office.
My God.
And it sounded like they were having a good time because a coworker caught it on camera. Let's watch this video. And we'll come back to it. Where's the video at? I'm trying to find it.
I don't see what I think it's all right when it's on Grey's Anatomy, huh?
The story goes on to say the wild part, they were doing it right there inside her federal judge's chambers, and they got caught because they were way too loud. Courthouse staff were reportedly in disbelief, allegedly hearing loud moaning and screams of Jesus echoing through the door. Now, she's saying that they were praying. That's her story.
And that's what I would stick with. There wasn't nobody else there but them two. That's shit. And the other part is you can't catch who's trying to get caught. Wasn't nothing discreet or private about that. She wasn't trying to be discreet.
I'm not a hater.
I hate the whole cast. I hate everybody.
John Kay said, filled with the spirit, she was indeed.
She was filled with something. She was filled with something.
So all the area hotel rooms are booked.
I guess.
That's what people were saying.
Man, prices done crept up, y'all.
And
she a judge. She got money.
This is from the same. I guess she's in
They
the same
could have did
office.
what they was doing. She didn't have to be doing all that hooting and hollering. She wanted to get caught.
I guess she's from the same office as Fannie Willis, and you know with the problem she had. I guess they just can't keep it in their pants down in Georgia. Dina, what are your thoughts of this story?
Hey, they work together. Some people don't. Some people always at work. Who else you go kick it with? People you work with.
No, absolutely not.
Not your work wife.
I think it was extremely inappropriate. I feel like there's a time and a place for everything. That was not the time nor the place. Definitely not the place. There were many other options. And then if you were just determined that it had to happen there, you were just in heat, it had to happen. Surely you knew to lower your voice.
Yeah.
But you were too old to be.
You too old. Not at this big age that you can't control your voice. Not at this big age.
Some people, it turns them on to know that you're hearing them.
Okay, well now we all know the world.
I'm trying to be flipped sideways like that.
Like you gonna lose your 401k over that?
Obviously,
go to the motel for it. Like, don't be loud there. Like, sis, you gonna mess up your 401k?
So let me tell you guys
off them dominoes, girl.
Let me tell you guys a really funny story. Are you familiar with the song "There's a Balm in Gilead" by Twinkie Clark? Is anybody?
Of course.
Okay. So Brandy, that act like you don't want to engage. So never mind. I'm not even going there.
You gotta tell it now. Go ahead.
Something like this happened to me once, and Brandy was in the same location, and she turned on that song because it was so loud. So she turned on the gospel song, and so now every time we hear that song, we have.
And it was loud.
So there's a bomb.
It's basically Ashleigh versus Karen Clark.
Oh, shut up. You didn't have to tell all details. But Michael, is she gonna get fired for this?
I hope so. And I laugh about this because it's funny, but this is actually a serious violation of judicial ethics. You know, you are not allowed to have relations with a subordinate for any number of reasons. That's, I think, fairly typical in most workplaces. But you know, this is a federal court is like the highest level of our justice system, right? And she's kind of just flouting the rules, but then at the same time judging folks who come before her. And I do have an issue with that. I hope she gets fired.
Yeah, inappropriate.
Wait,
That
this was
sound
a
like some
federal
haters.
job?
Yeah.
Yeah, federal. An Obama federal pick judge.
Oh my God.
Now that's why I draw the line. That's where she fucked up.
on the stupidity, on the stupidity alone. Not
Y'all know
even
the
the act of
politicians done
not
gone
even
wild.
not
She just
even the
joined
act of
in.
this, not even the act of itself. The stupidity of being that loud at work. She deserves to get fired because
She
what
does.
is you stupid bitch, you idiot, you fucking idiot. You got a good federal job where you could have been sitting for. Is that lifetime?
Yeah.
Is that a life
Yes.
appointment? You stupid. You for some raggedy that wasn't even gonna be around for another year, and you messed up your lifetime bag for that, for that,
Yeah.
for
He put that
that.
thing on her.
Man.
Hotel. Go to the motel. You got motel money. You are a federal judge.
Y'all
You
think he
messed
got a
up
sister?
your good federal job for that.
Yeah.
You deserve to get fired for that alone.
I want to say
That's
that.
a whole.
Well, let's move on.
I ain't never had no that good that you gonna mess up my
That's why you
forever
hating.
money.
That's why y'all hating, because y'all
No,
ain't getting it that good.
you can't mess up my forever money. You
That's
can't
what I
mess up
said.
my
I
forever
can't
money.
relate to that kind of.
Right, now y'all hating.
There will never be that good that will mess up my
Oh my
forever
God.
money.
Let's move on.
No.
This is our last story. Our last story of the night. The new Madden 27, I guess, video game. Boosie and other straight men are up in arms because this football player has his nails painted.
Oh my
And
God.
let's listen, and we'll be back.
Damn, Boosie, you gonna be part of the community with us? Nah, bro. I just feel like, they mad because the truth hurts. I come up under Tecmo Bowl. I never thought in a million years that I would see a Madden cover with one of the best players with his fingernails painted. A game that sold to billions of little boys. What kind of message are they sending to these little boys? I never thought in a million years I would see this. As parents, how much do they have to do for us to say that's not right? Us daddies gotta go tell these boys that we got raising them to be men. That's wrong, son. That's for women. And not just daddies. These mothers, single mothers who raising boys to be men. You have to tell your son that's not right. Or in a couple months, he going play in your fingernail polish. You know what I'm saying?
Let me start.
So in the comments, hold on. In the comments, somebody said something about, I don't remember what it said, but I said we as black men are not a monolith. Black athletes are not a monolith, and just because you have your nails painted doesn't mean you're not a good player. It doesn't change your skills. Yeah, like what John Jay said. Who wanted to start? Natasha?
Me.
Go ahead.
Two things. I haven't heard him have any of this nail polish energy for like Lil Uzi Vert or any of these other newer rappers that got their nails painted, but that's neither here nor there. But my main point is I love how nail polish has so much energy from Bootsy, but hiring prostitutes for his minor sons, that's okay.
Yeah.
But nail polish is a problem. But prostitutes for your minor children, which is a crime, I believe, that's fine. That's
I told you
fine.
when it's gay.
You know what,
That's
Tasha?
fine.
Tasha? None of the other black people in the comment had a problem with that prostitution for the son thing either.
That's
crazy.
Crazy.
That's
Crazy.
Very interesting.
That's insane.
Interesting.
Brandy, what are your thoughts?
I think it's ignorant. I think Boosie should shut up. Who gives a fuck about
Yes.
his fucking opinion about nail polish or gay shit or any of this shit anymore? We know where the nigga stands on the shit. He done made it very clear. Okay, nigga, we get it. Shit. Fuck. It's over. We get it. Next.
Tamar,
We should just go rap.
Shit. Stop speaking on shit. We know how you feel.
You know, this is the thing. When men like that do stuff like that, they gay.
It's
I'm just gonna
giving.
say, gay.
Why are you pressing the issue?
He does. This is the thing. I've never heard somebody discuss more gay shit than him. Like, he's always gay shit, gay this, gay that. Baby, if they want to let the men wear nail polish, let the men wear nail polish. I don't think the game's still gonna sell regardless. It's gonna sell regardless.
It's gonna
without
sell.
or with. There's so many straight men with nail polish on. So many.
Straight.
A lot of men now are so expressive with their fashion.
Yeah.
They are wearing they have men nail polish stuff. Like, that's it. And it's like, you gotta let it go. Like, I'm with Natasha. What was you doing when you had your son in there with with all these perverts? Like, what it's like, talk about that when men allowing their sons to get around these women that are too old for them. Let's talk about that. But it's just, it goes back to say, when there's a gay issue, everybody's going to have an issue with it.
Now they professors.
Now they
just overly concerned. I've never.
It's weird
it's so
energy.
foreign to me for another grown man to care so much about what another nigga got on his nails.
Go put some eye drops in your eyes.
Michael, what do you think about this?
I agree with Tamar and
What's your
Brandy.
obsession?
I think the lady doth protest too much in this situation. And I would also point out that if we look back in history, painting of the nails was within the realm of maleness, and it was a sign of status, tribal affiliation, any number of things, right? So
absolutely.
To have it now, just people say, "Oh, it's a denominator of gayness." It's a little off to me. That's just not really true.
And what I was watching a documentary today. Do you know that back in the 1800s, men played the female roles in theater because it wasn't behoove of women to be on stage.
They didn't allow it. They didn't allow it. I seen that same documentary, Ashley, and it's I think, like, so many times people forget the history of what the arts is all about. And men did more feminine things in the 1800s than women. They were more feminine than women.
Or heels.
Yes.
There were stockings. They had wigs. So, all right. I don't want to give Boosie no more energy. Let's get into Fashion Files.
Thank God. I want to see some looks.
Yay!
Clock it.
First look of the night. We have, let me get my list out, you guys. We have EJ. She's wearing Saint Laurent, straight off the runway. Natasha, yay or nay?
It's giving good 1980s realness. I like this.
Yeah, that whole last collection they did was very shoulder pad heavy, very dynasty. Tamar, yay or nay?
Yes, honey. I want to wear this to the grocery store with my bundle.
Dina?
Oh, this is church. This is fabulous. I love
it. Brandy?
I say yay.
Okay. Michael?
I love everything about it. Yay.
Shaq?
Yeah, I think it's fire. I don't know why the shoe's white, but I still think it's fire.
That's the part that sets the outfit off, is the shoe.
It ain't white, it's bone. That's the 80s.
It's just different. It's just different.
I still think it's fire.
All right, moving on. We have now I had to send this to Dina last week because I literally almost lost my breath when I saw it.
We were gagging.
This is Lisa Rinna. She's wearing Kevin Jamar.
Look at this. Look at it. Baby.
Thank you.
Let me tell you something.
So gay.
Let me tell you, baby, what?
Ooh, I mean, and mug, hair, dress.
Baby, it takes your breath away. It's so fucking stunning.
It literally took mine away when I saw it.
This is everything. She does not miss a beat. Like, this is what I want to see. This is the ever. I can't even speak. Like, this is shit is sick.
Natasha, yay or nay?
I just know Karen Clark Sheard gonna have this song next week.
Okay.
Somewhere.
Michael, yay or nay?
This is the reason she's sitting front row at all these shows. Yeah.
Brandy?
Yay.
Shaq?
Hey man, she fired.
And I know what Dina and Tamar think.
already
So
know.
yeah. All right. Moving on. Next we have, who is this? Oh, this is Erica Campbell. She is wearing something by Sonia. Natasha, yay or nay?
Okay, that's kind of cute.
Okay. Tamar?
I actually dig this, and the black and the shades is giving. I like it. I like it a lot. It's cute.
All right, Brandy?
It's okay.
All right, Shaq?
I like it. I mean, I think it look cool.
You most definitely have to have a flat tummy to wear this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it would look a mess if not. Dina?
I think it's fly. I just think it looks hot. But I think
That's what I was thinking. It do look hot.
It looks out of season. But
She lives in LA.
I'm too premenopausal for that.
Yeah,
Michael?
and that looks wool.
It's given jersey knit, but I still like it. Yay.
All right, moving on. Now, I picked this next outfit out as a lesson to some people because the wrong body type can make something look very good or very not so good. This is Saint Laurent right off the runway. This is Ariana Fletcher. No, it's Jean Paul Gaultier. But on her type, it gives off like city trends to me, even though that's like a $1,600 body. Natasha, yay or nay?
I see what you're saying because we used to see like a Jane Fonda bodies and something like this. Yeah, I see what you're saying with it. So I have to agree with your sentiments.
Tamar?
Yeah, I agree, boss. Like this is too Fashion Nova for me.
Yeah.
Baby, you should have been in. Baby, what is going on? I don't like it.
Brandy?
He's rated.
I don't like it.
Michael?
I like it. I'd want to be your friend. Yay.
Dina?
It looks like pajamas.
Okay. Shaq?
Okay.
I don't get it.
Yo, you ain't got no lesbian tangles?
No.
I don't even have lesbian tingles for this child. This is
Moving
wrong.
on. We have Dan Levy. He's in Celine from head to toe. Michael, yay or nay?
I like it. Yay.
Shaq?
I think he look good.
Natasha?
That's cool. That's cool. And
Brandy?
is making a comeback.
Oh yeah. Brandy?
Yeah, it looks nice.
Tamar?
This is gag worthy. He looks fucking phenomenal. I'm not even gonna lie. I want to go to brunch with him right now.
All right, Dina?
Fabulous.
All right. We have Zaya Wade, and she's wearing a Terry Couture. Natasha, yay or nay?
Oh, look at pretty TT baby. Yay.
Tamar?
It's gorgeous. I like it a lot.
Brandy?
I like it.
Oh, okay. Michael?
I don't like this one. Nay.
All right, Dina?
I don't like the whole look, but the dress is pretty on her.
Okay. Shaq?
I think she looks good.
All right, moving on. We have Monica wearing custom MCM at the Roots Picnic, performing with Brandy this weekend. They had a 90s theme, so you know Monica loves the theme. Natasha, yay or nay?
Again, this is unseasonably warm. She ate. That looks hot as hell. But she ate because that lip, that hair. Ooh, that hair. Oh, that hair, the makeup. Ah, yes. Yes.
Tamar,
Yes.
yay or nay?
Bitch is hot, but bitch is bad. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. She look good. And the hair, baby, that Miss Thang is back, honey. That is everything.
Classic Monica, yeah.
Yes.
Brandy, yay or nay?
I agree. It looks hot as hell, but yay.
Michael?
That shoe was a choice, but otherwise, yay.
All right, Dina?
Yeah, she looks hot, but oh my god, it's taking me to my childhood 90s all day.
Yeah, Shaq?
Yeah, Gunica. I support her.
Okay.
Like, I want to go cut my hair.
Like
Like,
right now.
I want ChatGPT
long
to tell me
sideburn.
right now if I would look cute with this haircut again with a fuller face. Oh, that hair. Oh, the hair.
So our
So
next
good.
look has two viewpoints from the front and back. This is June Ambrose. She's wearing Prada and Bottega Veneta. So that's the front, and this is the back.
Go back to
Natasha,
the front.
Okay.
yay or nay?
It was okay for the front and okay for the back.
Okay, Tamar.
Yeah.
It's very flattering on the front, but on the back it's not flattering. It looks weird.
Okay,
back.
Dina,
Nay.
Brandy,
Nay.
Michael,
This looks like a Project Runway reject. Nay.
Shaq.
I think she looked rich from both sides, and I'm all right with it.
All right, moving on. We have Tay Diggs. He's wearing Comme des Garçons and Willie Chavir pants. Natasha, yay or nay?
Is this where I'm supposed to know that I'm too broke to have an opinion about this?
I mean, do you like it or don't you?
It's just a whole lot going on
Mhm.
with the textures and the pleats and the patterns and like I like the pieces separately. Just everything together is just too much.
Okay, Tamar, yay or nay?
This is the beautiful chocolate man, and he looks so gorgeous. If he smiled, I like the outfit. So he looks good because it looks good on him. That's just his energy. He's a very like fun type of dresser. He's out of the box. So I think this is him staying true to himself. I like it a lot. I would actually wear this.
Brandy?
Nay.
All right, Dina?
Nay, but I do like the pants.
Shaq?
That's how my son dressed when his room dirty, and I make him get dressed quick. And he just go grab everything off the floor.
All right,
It look a
Michael?
mess on my son, and it look a mess on him.
So bad. Nay.
All right, moving on. We have Kim Kardashian and Gucci from Head to Toe by Dinma. Michael, yay or nay?
It's all right. Yay.
Tamar.
He's a dude. He's okay. Was he at Balenciaga?
He was.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I like it a lot. It's just giving Balenciaga.
Yeah. Natasha, yay or nay?
It's cute.
All right, Dina.
It's cute, but again, why is everybody so hot?
Well, you know what? This was at the Gucci fashion show, and this is the winter line. So he put
okay.
people on front row probably in.
Got it.
Stuff right
Ooh, I know she was sweating.
Brandy, yay or nay?
Nay, I'm not impressed.
I love that jacket. Michael, did I ask you?
Me
You did. Yeah.
You did? Okay. All right. Shaq.
She looked rich from all the sides again.
All right, moving on. We have Rachel Zoe and Jay Mendel. Natasha, yay or nay?
This side.
Tamar?
I like it a lot. She's always
Brandy?
dressing her ass off.
Always.
Always. You can't.
Brandy?
She don't miss a beat.
Nay.
Dina?
Yay.
Michael?
I love that color of brown. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Shaq?
I think she looked pretty. I like when they wear the long flowing. She looks pretty. I like it.
Our next look, it's one of my favorites. J-Lo, she's wearing Richard Quinn. Natasha, yay or nay?
You ain't gonna make me like her. No.
Okay. Michael, yay or nay?
Yay.
Shaq?
I don't know what's happening. No.
It's very 80s.
It is.
Dina?
You know what made me think of? John Hughes. Remember that ugly dress she made?
Who?
Molly Ringwald. That ugly little dress she made.
Oh, and Sweet 16.
Oh, 16 candles.
16 candles.
Sweet
Yeah,
16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a no then, it's a no now.
Dina?
I think this is fabulous.
I love it.
This eats. Oh, this eats.
Then they're gonna have this all this winter.
Okay, baby, don't blink.
Don't blink.
Brandy, yay or nay?
Nay.
Tamar?
Bitch, let me tell y'all something. This is the first time she done actually wore a lot of clothes, and she did it very well. And she's giving Dynasty all that. She looks snatched. She look amazing.
Okay.
She look good. She look eatable.
It's very Dynasty. It is.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah. All right, moving on. We have Brad Goreski in Moschino Couture. Michael, yay or nay?
What? Nay.
Everybody knows Moschino is over the top all the time. They're never just subtle. Natasha, yay or nay?
This outfit does not match what appears would be his personality. He can't pull this off.
Yeah, do, baby.
I mean, I believe it, but just what he looks like.
Yeah. Tamar?
I surrender all. Baby, let me tell y'all something. This is Davey Bowie down. This is everything.
You know who else would rock this? Adam Lambert would look good.
And would and get on stage and outsing everybody. He is eating down.
I would like to see it on Adam Lambert.
Yeah.
It's eating down.
Brandy, yeah or nay?
Nay.
Dina?
Nay.
Shaq?
I think it's funny. Looks like a gay superhero or something.
The Wonder Man, bitch.
I'm cool with it. It's fine. It's
Not
fine.
Wonder
Right.
Man.
Well, that was our fashion files for tonight. And then come sit on my couch. So if you had a friend, a really, really good friend that you confided in, you confided her in about your relationship. You confided her in your relationship with your in-laws. You confided in her with your kids. And she pulls a stunt and goes and tell all of them everything you've said, or some of the most ugly stuff you've said to those people. Is there a path back to friendship?
Oh no.
Or how would you handle that? This is an open forum, so let's.
I'm gonna go put roots on that hoe. I'm putting roots on her. I'm not throwing hands. I'm not fighting. I'm putting roots on her.
Okay.
She gonna feel me for the next several years.
Okay, so let me interrupt you real quick, Natasha. So this is a real question. So we're gonna try to help people with this question. Let's talk real. How would you handle this maturely and
ask the question one more time?
So you have a friend that you confide in about your relationship, you and your husband, you and your in-laws, how you feel about your in-laws, just a very close friend you tell everything to, and then she betrays you and goes and tell those people verbatim what you said about them.
Let me tell you, because I'm inclined to stick with my answer. I'm a vault. You tell me something, it stays with me.
Yeah.
I have the reputation at all of my jobs. You tell me something, it sticks with me. I always know the latest gossip before everybody else does, because keep my mouth shut. I don't ask for gossip. Gossip comes to me because I keep my mouth shut, and nothing ever leaves me. Even if we fall out, I will never, ever tell your business. I will hate you to the pits of hell, but I will never, ever tell you anything you've ever told me.
Yeah.
So if you win, I don't care how bad we fell out.
Yeah.
If you went and told all my business, told everything I said, because at the baseline, our basic loyalty, even if we fall out because we were best friends, everything we said to each other stays right between our friendship, and it doesn't come out. And that's just the basic respect and loyalty of our friendship.
Period.
If you betrayed that basic line of our loyalty and our friendship, I might put roots on you, because you got to feel me for the next couple of years.
Okay. And now your husband's looking at you some kind of way because you've been talking about his mom and his sister and brother.
Exactly my point.
So,
I've got real life consequences to deal with for the next couple of years because
Dina,
of you. Mm.
Dina, what are your thoughts?
Well, one, let me say this. I don't talk about my husband's family or my personal business with even my close friends. I just, you know what I mean? And not being deep, but the just the sanctity and the sanction of covenant and marriage. I just don't play them kind of games because it's one thing for you to go run and tell some business about my friend or my boyfriend or something like that. But this nigga I gotta sleep with every single night, you gonna go run and tell that business, and now you know what I mean. Now I got to deal with my in-laws and all that kind of stuff. That's another type of a betrayal. You know what I mean? And so at this big age, if that were to happen to me at this age, you no longer exist. I will never say someone is dead to me, but you no longer exist to me. Like
so there's not a path back to friendship.
There is no path back from that. You know, 15, 20 years ago, I would have drug you through a parking lot. But at this big age, we don't exist to each other anymore. And that's it. And that's all.
Brandy?
I agree with Dina. We would just be done. That would be the end of a friendship. All good things come to an end, as they say. That would be the end of us.
That's it.
It was cute while it lasted.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I'm definitely having a funeral for you are dead to me. You are dead. You dead.
Yeah, in my heart.
I might even go to a funeral home and get a little special package.
Yeah, in my heart, it's a complete. That's a complete
done. You're dead.
Michael?
You know, my first reaction would probably be anger, but then I would quickly turn the lens inward, right? At the end of the day, I said those things to somebody else.
Right.
And there's always the risk of that being shared with the world. So for me, there probably would be a path to peace or back to a friendship. It might look different than it did before, but I would have a hard time not blaming myself for sharing those things about people, right? Like as I get older, I kind of move through life with the understanding if it's coming out of my mouth, there is no sanctity. You can, people say
for
you can
real
others or whatever else, but unless I keep it completely to myself, there's always a chance it's going to get out. So if it does get out, if someone makes a mistake like that, yeah, I'm a little angry in a moment, but like I said, I would turn it inwards and say, hey, it started with me.
And
if the person is remorseful, there might be a way to salvage the friendship.
You know, I want to say, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that person also went and showed texts to people. I believe that happened as well.
That's life. Everybody talks about everybody, we all are guilty of doing that from time to time. If there's true remorse and they feel bad about it, maybe the friendship could be salvaged. Maybe.
Shaq?
I used to be more of a Michael. But so this thing has started happening as I've gotten a little older, where I've started to be, a little ashamed of myself. Sometimes I'm feeling petty, and it's as mature and as smart as I can be. Sometimes I'm feeling a little petty, and I end up talking a little too much. And when those moments happen, I forgive myself. But it's hard to forgive myself when then you go do it too, when you go tell my terrible moment. So now what's happening to me is I'm sitting here and I'm judging myself. I'm thinking about the fact that I'm wrong. I'm thinking about the fact that you're wrong. And this is a whole lot of wrong. And I think it's much easier for me to forgive you if I don't deal with you no more. We just hit a point where we are all fortunate if we have a friend who will honor our pettiness and keep it between us. But when you start going spraying my spray, I'm now in the place now where I realize you should just go ahead and let it go. Let me tell you something. I have had a lot of instances in the last few years where I've held on relationships for too long and they have backfired sarcastically against me.
Yeah.
When you hold on to people for too long,
You gotta let it go.
you end up wrong.
Yeah.
So you have held on to that person for too long, and now you are wrong. Now you have opened up, and now they have sprayed it, and now it's on you. It is never
Yeah.
too late for you to stop being the bad guy in your own story. And it
Yeah.
starts with letting people go who you've held on to for too long. It is okay for relationships to die off, to end. That's okay. You will not die, and neither will they.
Yeah.
All right. Tamar.
I've been in so many situations like this before, and it does not go well. Especially when you trust somebody with.
Oh, and I think you want to fuck my man.
Not, I mean, if that happens, that happens. I mean, baby, it has happened before to me. So I think like sometimes when you open that door and give people too much, they know too much about you. And so I think the older I've gotten, especially being in a relationship, I've learned what people don't know, it won't hurt me.
Yeah, you're right.
And I don't believe in like me and my husband, we're private. We hardly post on social media. Half the time people forget I'm married because I don't really go out there and I don't really display what I'm going through. My friends, I don't tell them things about my marriage because they're not married. First off, if you're not married, you can't relate to me as a married man. So we have a couple relationships where we do talk about things, but at the same time, I have a lot of friends that are not in relationships. So our thinking process is not the same. So in the past, what I've learned, and it will bite you. When you tell people what you think people need to hear and you want the sympathy, people are secretly plotting against you. And so I don't want people plotting against me, and not saying that is happening, but you never know who don't want the best for you. So you gotta be very careful. Now, we don't talk about we do check-ins, one-on-one check-ins, baby. Have I hurt you? Have I done something? Let's talk about it because we're grown. I don't need to go tell Tom that Cole did this to me and I need no, we're not doing all this. So as grown men, we need to talk about it and not go talk to society about things that is going on in our house. Everybody's not in this house with us. Right. So we gotta keep it in the house because everybody wanna be in the house.
When me and Hector first got together, I had to really stress that to him. Like, this stays in this house. It don't go to it gotta stay here. It just has to. Because you never know who wants to set you up for something. You know, there's snakes all over the place. So you could be giving somebody information. You think, oh, this is my friend. And 2 years down the line, they'd be like, well, one day he told me this, and he told me you got to keep it in the house. Yeah. I think, you guys think that's a cultural thing, or do you think it's because you hear a lot of Black people saying this stays in this house. It don't go out of this house.
I think it has become I want to stay in my relationship thing. I think that's what that done become.
I think the older you get, the more you mature in that area, to be honest with you. I can remember being younger in relationship. I've been with my husband for 20 years. And so I can remember, talking too much. Just being real, I can remember talking too much and having my friends weigh in on stuff in my relationship and stuff. Right. But you know what I mean? The older you get, the more you mature. And in my marriage, it's an absolute, no, we're not. I don't even play them kind of games. But
no comments about my marriage.
When I was younger, we definitely, I talked too much, more me than him. You know what I mean? But when I was younger, I talked too much. I, have asked my girlfriends what they thought, and they would tell me this and tell me that. And then next thing you know, you fighting with him because they done told you don't deserve that and this, that, or the other. Right. They don't weighed in. And no, like you're gonna have to for real, at some point or another, you're gonna have to learn to have your own opinion, right? And you're gonna have to learn how to rightly divide that stuff for yourself.
I also think we should recognize that sometimes when we are telling or we are inviting people in, it's because we're in the wrong thing. It's not always like that, but sometimes it can be a sign that you're in the wrong thing. I know personally, one of the first signs I had that I had gotten into something a little better was I found myself being quiet all of a sudden. And then you know what? Everybody in my life noticed. They were like, "What happened? What's going on?" I was like, "Ain't nothing." Stuff was happening. Stuff was happening. I just stopped talking.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized this matters to me.
And then when you get back, then when you break up with the person, you got all these people out here hating them, and then all of a sudden you back with them, and then it's just a lot of drama. Like they be like, "Bitch, I thought you wasn't gonna get back." It's just like everybody don't need to be, because most of the times when people get in arguments and tell their friends about it, they go right back to the person, and then it's this domino effect. So it's just like, okay, let's just halt and talk about it.
Yeah. If it's
All
serious
right.
enough that you feel like you need to talk to somebody, then y'all may need to do some counseling or something.
People get growing up your life, you better be careful. That's how people get killed and stuff too, as well. Things can escalate.
So well, thank you all for that. That's the end of our show. Please like and share. Please like and share. Please like and share. We love you. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week. Peace.
Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all. Have a
Bye.
lovely weekend. Happy